Hi, everyone. Come on in. Happy Friday. How's it going? How's it going? Okay, 2 seconds here. Happy Friday. Subscribers only mode, please. There we go. All right. How's it going? Spur of the moment. Okay. I am set up here. Right. Okay, good. Hi, Susie. Good to see you. I'm good. I'm good. In my office, puttering around, getting stuff done. Hi, Miriam. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you ladies had a good week. Hope you're all doing good. Do you guys have snow? We don't have snow, thank God. It's been raining here a lot, which is like really good. No snow. So, yeah. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. You're tired. Yeah, I'm sure, honey. I understand. No snow in Florida. That's good. It's raining there too. Hi, Des. Hi, honey. Hello, let them. Come on in. Happy Friday. Crazy winds and rain. Well, good. At least it's not snowing. I don't mind the snow as long as it's like right at Christmas. I just don't like it because I walk in June and the snow is a pain. I'm a faller downer. I fall down easy. I'm like, whoop, all of a sudden, there she goes. Tara's down. One day, Savvy will tell you, I've been known for that since we were kids. All of a sudden, Tara's hit the floor. Tara's hit the ground. Tara's down. Yeah, so. How are you, Des? Hope you're doing good. Don't say anything personal in here, on here. I hope you're doing good. So I'm puttering around, listing some products for Canada people. I've got some new Christmas candles out, and I just realized there's a product here that I forgot to list. Crap. Okay, I'll have to do that while we're sitting here. But I've got 3 Christmas candles made, and they need to go. Out the door they go. They need to go. I put them at a really good price as well, so they will sell. What else? Give me 2 seconds here. It's been a busy week for me in the readings category. All of you that booked readings with me this week, thank you so much. I really enjoyed myself. It's funny because like a few months ago or the last year, I've been telling everybody I'm not doing readings anymore. I'm done. I'm not doing readings anymore. That's when it comes to cases. Now, that's what's applying here, except for summer. I'm not stopping with summer. I will not stop with summer's case. But I'm doing personal readings again, and I really enjoyed myself this week. I said this to a lot of you, whenever, a couple years ago or whenever it was, that when I do readings for you, I almost feel, I guess I would say, honored. Especially when I'm doing like a medium reading and I'm trying to channel and pick up your loved ones on the other side. I actually feel honored that I am able to reach out to your loved ones, if that makes sense. Like I'm flattered, touched, honored that you want me to contact your relative, if that makes sense. So that's how I was this week. It was just very, very moving. And there was a couple readings there where your loved ones, like, they make me laugh. Right in the middle of the read, like right in the middle of it, I all of a sudden, I know there was one for sure, I burst out laughing. Just because they were just flat out being silly on the other, like just totally being silly. And it was just so spontaneous, right? It's just means a lot to me, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. I feel almost honored to be able to talk to them, like especially this one lady I do. Though I'm not doing this for anyone, so don't just hear me out here. But I've been doing Spirit Box sessions for one subscriber here for, it's been a while now, probably 3 years now or so. I've been doing sessions for her, and her parents are passed. Both of her parents have passed. And we reach out, we do it together, and we reach out and speak with her parents. And I've always told her that I feel like just so blessed that I get to talk to her parents. That makes sense. Hi, Shar. Good to see you. I hope I'm making sense of what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's about it. It was a busy week with readings. It's 4:00. I could still bang out 2 more today if somebody wants to book them quickly. You can either DM me on Facebook, send me a PayPal, or shoot it through my website and book it. Otherwise, then I'm off for the weekend. Savvy's home. Yay! I'm hoping I can get him to go under the house and get the Christmas decorations. And he might be watching. He's probably not watching. I think he's napping, but I want him to get the decorations out from under the house. Start decorating. I want to decorate in here first. Get in festive, get in the mode, you know? So I got a few things I actually want to do in here, and I was going to just go live, and you guys can hang with me while I do it. First of all, I want to show you the Christmas candles. So those of you in Canada, this is for you. Unfortunately, the people in the States, hopefully this nightmare's over tomorrow, but I have a very strong feeling it's not going to be. But so these are the candles I made for Christmas. 3 of them. I didn't go overboard this year because, well, my business is down a good 85%. So there's no point. So Minty Holidays, which is the Minty Gardens. Those of you that love that Minty Gardens fragrance, it is fantastic. It's like it's not peppermint. It's more spearmint. It honestly reminds me of Wrigley spearmint gum with some cinnamon mixed in. So these are all up on the website. So 8 ounces, Minty Holidays. And spiced, and I have wax melts made in all of these as well, okay? So if you order flat out, if you order these candles, I will throw in the matching wax melts for free, okay? And I did spiced eggnog. Oh my God, so good. I might actually burn one of these tonight for myself. So those of you that love the scent of eggnog, this is flat out like straight eggnog. Super good. Wow, that's really good. And then cinnamon rolls. Unfortunately, we can't ship to the States. Emily is one of my customers here. Emily, cinnamon rolls was her favorite. Ugh. And I actually added some extra cinnamon into it, so it's very cinnamony. Okay. So people in Canada, order a whole bunch of them, please. And I will throw in wax melts to go with them, okay? So that's the 3 I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else for this Christmas. And this, I also have the Palo Santo candles too. These are listed. Palo Santo sage. Palo Santo smudge. Delicious. Those of you that love Palo Santo. I know, Des. I wish I could send you some. And I still have lots of stuff left. I still have soap left. I still have facial oil left. Some of the older candles, the raspberry coconut, I have 2 of them left. These are divine. Raspberry coconut. Orange creamsicle with pineapples on top. Pineapple embeds. And 2 of the mango papaya. Those of you that love the mango papaya. I have 2 of these left. And then I have the larger candles too. The Fruit Loops. Fruit Loop bowls. I think, what? Okay, I only have 3 of these left. Hi, Aggie. Hi, Han. Good to see you. So, yeah, 3 of these left. Tea lights. Some of you have already received tea lights in your boxes. I did the cinnamon rolls. And I have orange creamsicle. What else? Coffee. I still have lots of coffee candles left. And then this. I need to list this. I will list these right now as we're sitting here. I forgot to put these up. The peppermint foot balm. Peppermint foot balm. It's fantastic. This is not a cream. This is a thick balm, almost like the texture of lip gloss or lip balm, okay? You put it on your feet and you let it soak, and it's peppermint, and it's soothing for when your feet are tired and sore. I use it on Savvy when he gets home. His feet are always killing him when he gets home from work, and it's amazing. So I will put that on. Give me 1 sec here. I'm pretty sure. Let me talk to myself here. Give me 2 seconds. I took a picture of it, didn't I? Peppermint foot balm. I didn't. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I need to take a picture of this. So yeah, I've been just kind of busy this week, which is really nice. I appreciate all of you so much. The readings are going so well. Oh my God. A lady sent me an email this morning that everything, I was bang on everything. I will always be totally amazed when you tell me that. I'm like, what? Yeah, like I've said that for years. It's true. Okay. Hi, Vexing. Hi, honey. Hi, Angela. Hello. How's it going, ladies? Okay, so I need to list this peppermint football. And then I have a few bracelets left. And yeah, tons of, and I've got those of you wanting to buy Christmas gifts, I still have butterflies left. And I made a wax melts subscription box as well. So there is new subscription service on the website for wax melts only. So for those of you that are on a smaller budget, they're perfect for gifts. All right, so let me just list this. Yeah. How are all of you doing? I hope you all had a good week. Thank you all for having my back, and yeah, means a lot. There's been, I'm not going to talk about it, Tara, don't go there. I want it, there's drama. Let's just put it that way, okay? But I'm going to keep it classy. I'm not going to go there. Let's just say, I am going to say what went down yesterday. I made a post for it. Went down yesterday with the other psychic. Just totally wrong. And I just need to make it very clear. I do not support them. I will not ever stand by them, especially after yesterday. Like, it just reaffirmed everything to me that I was already getting at. So it is getting long. Yeah. I need to get it cut. It feels like it's, you guys go through phases where it feels like your hair is just fried. Like it does. I need to get the ends trimmed. I always find that if you switch up conditioners every now and then, it will actually help, which I think I need to do. I used to alternate. I'd go a few days using one certain thing and then another 3 days using another thing. I haven't had my hair done since the wedding, so it's time. You have 5 walking torches. Is that cats, Miriam? Is that cats? You have to use wax melts then. Get some wax melts. Walking torches. That's funny. Yeah, cats jumping up on counters with candles lit is not fun. Not fun at all. Okay. Redkin. Is it good, Vexing? Acid bonding system. Is it good? Send me the a picture of it or something when you have a chance later. Okay, this picture I took is not very good. So yeah, that's what's going on in my little world. Expensive but worth it. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, my hair got a little bit fried from the wedding. She did Balage treatment on me like twice in like a 2 or 3 month period, and it just seems like it just fried it, especially the day of the wedding. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know what the hell she did to my hair on the wedding day, but I don't remember. Isn't that crazy? I don't remember hardly anything of my wedding day, which sucks. I do remember seeing, like, standing in front of Savvy. I remember seeing his face and everything, but so much of the wedding day was a complete write-off. I don't remember. One of my wax melters is a plug-in, so I scoop out the candles. Oh, there you go, Miriam. That's perfect. That works good. You can also get those candle warmers. I don't even have one. I would love to have one. It's a candle warmer, and it's specifically made. It's almost like a hot plate, and you just put your candle on it, and it will melt all the, like, there's no burning, and it will melt the candle, and the fragrance will dissipate. You haven't seen my wedding? Oh, okay. I will send you the link. Really? Okay, let me write that down, or I'm going to forget. Well, I had a psychic, and she says I'm lonely. Okay, Miriam. Wedding. Okay. You have that one too? Okay, good. There you go. After about 5 uses, it makes your hair heat resistant. Okay. Well, that sounds good, Vexing. Sounds good. Okay, I need to take another picture of this product. It was not very good. So what is everybody doing this weekend? Do you guys have plans? Did I tell you we got tickets to AC/DC? We landed tickets to AC/DC for, I think it's August next year. I'm so excited already. This will be the 4th time I've seen them. Work, yuck, yeah. Okay. Hi, Lourdes. Hello, Lourdes. Welcome. Yeah, so we got tickets. I'm so excited. And the seats apparently are really good too. We're at like the bottom level of the stadium, so yay. My sister-in-law sat on the website, like as soon as they went for sale at 10 a.m., she was clicking, click, 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 and it was like a race. As soon as she pressed click, like immediately there was already 3,800 people in the queue, but she got good tickets. So I was like, kick ass. Because I have a feeling, I don't know, I might be wrong, but we both were kind of like, this might be their last concert, you know? They're getting older now, so we definitely need to see them again. Youngblood, you know, I know who he is and stuff. I've never really listened to him. Is he good? I know Ozzy loved him. You cleaned for 2 weeks, getting ready for Thanksgiving here. 21 family members coming in a small apartment. Well, there you go. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. When is Thanksgiving for you guys? Next week, right? I can't remember. It's usually the end of November, right? Okay, so I am just listing the foot balm now. Peppermint foot balm. Peppermint foot balm. Soothe sore, tired feet with hydrating shea butter, beeswax, bomb. Okay. $15 sound good? And it is 8 ounces. $15 sounds pretty fair to me. All right. It is soy product, vegan, bath product, newest products, Tara's favorite. Okay. Done. Okay. Listed. You're having them on the 29th. Thank you. Thank you. I think you might be. He was talking about taking me out for dinner, so we'll see. I thought, well, I'll get ready just in case. I think he wants to go to the pub up the street. To the pub up the street. Hi, Silent One. How are you? Okay. So yeah, it was a good week for me. Good productive week. Got a whole bunch of orders out. Okay, what have I got here? 1, 2, 7. Good to see you all. So dive back into the Summer Wells case. Though technically I never really left, but you know, I'll start covering it again. I guess I'll talk about it. I can't help it. The drama yesterday, someone's behavior yesterday was absolutely unacceptable. A lot of you, well, I don't know if a lot of you were watching while it was live or what, but Donna Serafina went off on Jody Sue and was over the top, like rude. I was just sitting there with my mouth hitting the floor. I couldn't believe what I was watching. So just unprofessional and wrong. Like, I understand she doesn't like Jody Sue. I understand there's hard feelings there. I get it. Trust me, I get it. And Jody Sue's been talking smack about me all this time as well. I get it. But sitting there on a live stream yelling at the woman about how somebody in her family had done something to her when she was a child and saying the actual word and yelling at her, your father, blah, blah, you. So not cool. And the thing that I'm getting that's even crazier now, you go and watch that live stream now, all of Sweetie Pilo cut all of that out. Like, she edited it out. Oh no, we can't see the true colors. She edited it out. I can't say that word. Edited it out. It was all cut out. Oh my God. So anyways, hopefully it kind of just opens up people's eyes a little bit more. That's all. Just, yeah, wow. Floored, actually. I can understand, you know, getting caught up in the moment and being hateful and whatnot, but being over the top rude like that is just, it's not acceptable. And Jody Sue was talking, though she's been saying this for years, but she was talking legal action. She's like, basically, I'm going to sue you for this. She's been saying that for years, but I think she actually has grounds to do so now. Like, that was full on defamation. So we'll see. Yeah. Hi, Krista. Hi, hon. How are you? Vitriol and hate. That's exactly it. Vitriol and hate. Yes. So those of you wanting to go and watch it right now, go back and watch it, you can't. She cut it out. She cut that out. But there are other people that have, of course, there's people that downloaded it and screen recorded it, and it's slowly coming out. So you can't hide the truth from people. People are going to see the true behavior. It's sad. What are you talking about? The plug-in one I have is a nightlight that has an, oh, nice, Miriam. Be careful with that. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thank you so much for all the flyers, Kim. I think I got a new customer this week, and I think it was from that. I don't know for sure. I think it was, though. I've never seen the lady's name before, and she was from Ontario. So I was like, yay, thank you so much. Just be careful of the wax, Miriam. If you're using my wax, my candles, then you're fine. As long as there's no dye in them. If you use just my plain white candles, you're fine. All of my candles are soy. They're soy, so they're water soluble. You can actually clean it up with water if they spill. Trust me. I left the tap open on my wax machine here one day. I think I told you guys that. I was making candles and I went out into the living room. I'm talking to Savvy, and all of a sudden he's talking away, and all of a sudden I'm like, shh, be quiet. He's like, what? I'm like, I hear water running. Don't you hear water running? Well, the freaking tap was wide open, pouring all over the carpet. Yeah. But it comes out. Thank God. Thank you very much, Kim. I appreciate it very much. Marriage looks good on me. Oh, thank you, Vexing. Oh, that's so sweet. You're so sweet. As I'm slowly turning in my chair here. Slowly turning in my chair. You only use mine. Okay, good. Okay. It's in the bathroom over the counter. Oh, then you're fine. I was thinking about those ones, you get them at like Bed Bath, Bath Body Works, whatever. You plug them in, and people put them in like in their hallways. Yeah, okay. So you're fine then. Good. So that's about it. That's all I really got to say on that topic. I hope it's finally starting to open people's eyes up to what's really happening, what's really going on. When it comes to Summer's case, I just wish I could talk openly. I just feel, I've been saying this for years now, that I can't talk openly because I am almost positive. I'm even more positive now that at least one of the suspects involved watches me. I'm even more sure of it now that they're on YouTube all the time, every day. I'm sure they watch. for the longest time, I couldn't understand why I felt like if I made the mistake of coming out and saying where I felt that she might be, that all of a sudden, like 2 months later, I'm getting a reading where all of a sudden I'm getting something else and it's a different area. And then I find out like 2 years later that searchers actually did search the area that I was picking up on in the beginning. It just, so I feel like I have to censor and I can't talk openly. That makes sense? If I was totally wrong all the time, then I'd be like, I'd be like, okay, I believe she's here. But I can't take the risk just in case. There's a huge possibility that this person's watching me and they are contacting the person that is their like right hand person and giving them instruction to do things. I hope that makes sense. Like when it comes to Summer's case, I am adamant that there is no teams here. There is no Fred team, no Andy team. They are all one team. They are all working together. That's what I think. And that's what my readings have told me. And so in my opinion, allegedly all the disclaimer bullshit, I believe that they are all working together. They're all covering up for themselves. They all were involved in a lot of bad shit. And they're covering up for each other. Simple as that. You know? I really want her found so we can release her. Yep. She needs to be given a proper burial and a proper funeral and respect and love and dignity and yeah. And yes, I feel she's deceased. I have since day one. Actually, not day one. I would say week one. After the first week or so, I was like, okay. Yeah. 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 No, I can't share. I can't tell the police. I can't. That's the thing. I can't call the police. I can't tell the police. They won't listen to a psychic. Unfortunately, they won't. They will not listen to psychics, mediums. If you phone them and mention one single thing about a psychic, they'll hang up on you. They will not listen, especially down in Tennessee. The psychic people have absolutely destroyed any chances of one person of authority listening. There's no way. They will not, unfortunately. Up here in Canada, it's a different story. I've helped quite a few cases here in Canada. It's totally a different story. But, I mean, here in Canada, I mean, they're not, you have to get them to listen. Depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to a constable that is open-minded, then you make progress and things get done. But yeah. Sweet soul. Yeah. Such a, yeah. I know. But honestly, the thing is there's people being put in around the case that really probably have nothing to do with it. That's the problem here. Like, somebody out there on YouTube is throwing out names of people that have nothing to do with it. Like, and they're dead. Being completely disrespectful to these people's family. Throwing out names of people. Put 2 and 2 together here, please. Throwing out names of people on purpose. Distractions on purpose. Look here instead of here on purpose. Simple. But there are a lot of people that are dead that were fully involved. Allie's mom. God, I don't even remember them all now. Allie, Jose, Allie's mom, Brianna, maybe, we don't know. Candace's friend Brianna, we don't know. Cotton. I can't think of any more that we are aware of. So Cotton, Allie, Leslie, Brianna, maybe. Right? And then you have the ones that are on the outskirts of possibility. But these names being thrown around when they have no grounds to be naming the people is just not good. It just needs to stop. As simple as that. It needs to stop. Needs to stop. Blaming people that are passed away. And you have no grounds or proof. You need to stop doing that. And these people's families could turn around and you're going to get in big trouble. You know? Like I have a lot of you that have been watching, I have a list of names. I have 22 names on my list from day one till now. And trust me, I would love to come flying out with those names and yell them all over YouTube. I would love to. But I've learned my lesson over the years not to do that. Especially if one of them is a suspect and they're watching. So technically, really not that many people have actually died that are really involved that we know of. Not that many. Throwing out all the people on Ben Hill Road that have died is not people that are involved. Hope that makes sense. Hi, Sherry. Oh, yeah. Trust me, Sherry. I know. I've been doing it all this time. I know. I've been working in the background this entire time. All the cases I work on, there's 95% of it I'll never tell any of you. I don't talk about it. I do things as professional as I can. Michael's case is almost over, thank God. Yeah. Finally, eh? Now they just need to find him. Again, I have a location. People won't listen. Michael Vaughn's case, nobody will listen. That one's frustrating as fucking hell to me. I showed all of you the email. I sent an email to Fruitland, Idaho, Long time ago. I don't even know now. Like, say it was like a few months after Michael went missing. I showed you the greenhouse across the street from where they searched, where they dug up the people's backyard. Well, I told the Fruitland Sheriff's Department to check the greenhouse across the street. They never even contacted me back. They ignored me. Then, like a year later, all of a sudden, they're digging up the yard of the house across the street from that. So what I'm getting is my reading that the greenhouse was a landmark. Like it was a landmark for me. So I did tell them in the email, I said, you need to check all the whole area around there. This greenhouse is across the street. Yep, I have for years, sweet soul. I have for years. I got 2 places that need to be checked. And nobody will listen. So, hi, Margie. Yeah, Michael Vaughn's case is crazy. The readings I was getting, oh my God. And also, those of you that were watching during that time, Michael's case, do you remember me saying the name Dorothy? Oh my God. It's on my channel somewhere. A few years back. I remember I was saying the name Dorothy. And I was like, I kept picking up on I kept saying like a lady by the name of like Dorothy. I'm like, I see a lady that's mentally unwell, but I was figuring an older lady, just by the type of mental unwell I was getting. I was picturing somebody that had like maybe Alzheimer's or something, but totally gonzo. I was picking up that they weren't even really mentally aware of how bad of what they were doing. And then I was watching last week, I think it was Eve, watching Eve's live stream about Michael. And there's a Dorothy that lives next door to the next door neighbor to the Wanderers. The lady's name was Dorothy. Hello. I have to say, actually, Michael's case is probably one of the ones where I'm like, I've shocked myself at how close I'm bang on with everything. And I kept telling all of you, I'm like, I see him in somebody's backyard. I see him. At that point, I was like, at that point, I was getting he was still alive. And I kept telling all of you, I'm like, I see him playing in somebody's backyard. And there's an RV in the back. I saw a doghouse and an RV in the backyard. And it was fairly close to his home. She's an RSO. Yeah, it's crazy. No, sweet soul, no. They won't listen. No. Chris McDonough hates psychics. Josh hates psychics. Nobody will listen to me. I've tried. I've had the door slammed in my face, I don't know how many times. The only way I can get things done, and it's almost the same as up here in Canada, the only way I can get things done and the only way I have found missing persons is if I work with the families directly. Every time it's worked. The families, they have to be open-minded. They have to be willing to listen to me, and it's worked every time. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I get it. Look at the bullshit going on around about psychics. I understand. That's the thing. I really understand why they hate psychics. I understand. Like after yesterday's freaking like hello, it's a prime example of what we're dealing with here. I get it. So So her husband was an RSO too. Wow. That's insane. I should actually, I haven't looked at my channel in a long time. I think I actually have everything under members only right now. The readings I did and the spirit box sessions I did on Michael Vaughn, I need to go and look at them and release them back to public. Donna said Tyler killed Michael. See, the thing is I was getting Tyler for a little while too. And if it turns out we're all wrong on that, I owe him an apology. But I was picking up him as well. Thank you, let them. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, I was picking up on him as well. But anyways, I owe him an apology if we're in the end, we'll find out we're totally wrong. Yeah. I will apologize if he ever watches this. But yeah. Okay. All right, I will, Krista. They're on my channel somewhere. I don't know. I got so much hate a few years ago. I put everything on my channel private. I'll look at it later. I put everything private. But yeah, those of you that have been around with me all that time, you guys remember that. Release them now, and then after the court hearing, release them. Okay. Sounds good. Good idea. Dorothy. I'll never forget. I almost fell out of my chair yesterday when I heard that Dorothy. I'm like, what the hell? But I wasn't getting like that was totally the person's name, but I was getting the name Dorothy as an example. I remember saying to you guys, it was like a Dorothy. Like I kept seeing like a Dorothy type name. I'm actually getting that the Dorothy is the one that picked up Michael off the road. Like I see them stopping along the edge of the road and basically going, here, come here, little boy. That's what I see. Yeah. So I've, wow, Dorothy and Stacy. They're all in on it together. You remember the greenhouse? Yeah, I think I even showed you guys on Google Earth. I think I did a live stream when we were doing the Google Earth thing. Yes, exactly, Aggie. Yep. So it's just frustrating. I guess I'm in the wrong field here. I feel like I've been saying this for years. I wish that I could finally get someone to listen, you know? Thank you, Joanne. Anyways, finally justice is coming for Michael. And I still have a location. I still have a location. Of course, though I could be wrong. I still believe that the backyard there, they had to have found DNA there. They had to have found DNA there. They had to have. They would have had to like sift through the dirt with sifters and everything. I'm sure they know. Hi, Susie W. Good to see you. He just wanted a friend to play with yet. And that's just it. Little toddlers are like that, right? And they do travel far. Like I told you guys all this. Like when I always hear people say, oh, well, a little kid can't go that far. They can't go that far or they can't go that fast. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I told you guys about the little boy I lost. I could be why I'm so passionate about this. I've been thought of this quite a bit the last year. Very well could be why I'm passionate about trying to find missing kids is because when I was about 15, I would say, I lost a little boy I was babysitting. I was his nanny for the summer. And we lived out in a provincial park in British Columbia. Beautiful. We lived in paradise on the ocean. And this boy, his house backed onto the ocean. And there was a cliff from the backyard down, like a couple 100 feet down to the dock on the ocean. Well, he was 3 years old. I will never forget this. I was in the kitchen making him like ravioli or SpaghettiOs or something. I turned, put the dish, I swear. I put the dish in the microwave, typed in the time, pressed start, turned back around, he's gone. That fast. He was in the kitchen with me. I put the food in the microwave. I turn around. He's gone. And of course, I'm calling for him. I'm like, Bobby, where are you? Where are you? I'm calling for him and nothing. And I immediately start to panic. So I run through the house. I'm looking through all the house. I'm yelling for him. Nothing. And anyways, long story short, RCMP came, dive teams came, sniffing dogs came, everybody in the neighborhood came, everybody was helping look, and the RCMP found him like 2 hours later, I would say, 5 kilometers away, down a trail on an island. So he followed this specific trail. The tide had gone out and he went over to the island. 3 years old. Anyways, when the RCMP brought him back to me, his parents were out of town and I was like taking care of this boy. The RCMP brought him back and handed him over to me. I was losing it. My parents were there. They were supporting me. And I was like asking him, I'm like, what happened? What happened? And he kept telling me, Oscar, he followed his dog. The dog started to go up the trail and he followed him. So when I hear people say that little kids that age can't go there's no way you could go that far. Oh, hell yes, they can. Yes, they can. And they can get there fast. Especially if they have an animal they're following. So he followed his dog. The dog knew exactly where he was going. The dog's like, okay, let's go. And he followed the dog all the way. So anybody watching, take a lesson on that. Like when you think something can't happen, it can happen. It can. So yeah, it was terrifying situation. Terrifying. Dive teams were going down in the water in front of his house. Like it was a good 100, 200 feet down drop from their backyard to the dock beach area. There was a fence, of course, but of course, crazy. But he was fine. He was fine. He just went for a walk with his dog. But it was terrifying. Yes, exactly, Kim. Yep. Yeah, you guys remember. 3-year-old walked out the door. Yeah. Neighbor brought him back. Our boss Yep. And the thing is I did it when I was a kid. holy shit, I was like a feral child until I was 5 or 6. Like, literally. Hi, Cat H. Hi, hon. Hi, Vicky. Hello. Welcome. I was a feral child until I think I was 5. I remember kindergarten was the next stage in my life. I had a parent that spent their entire time in bed, intoxicated. And I spent my entire time wandering the neighborhood, knocking on the neighbors' doors. That's why Michael's case, knocking on the neighbors' doors, looking for food, climbing their fences. I was caught many times actually walking the fence line at the fences. So, yeah, young kids will do absolutely anything. Hi, Phyllis. Especially if they're smart and they have like a street sense, I don't know. At least I'm thinking of me. Like, it sounds crazy, but I knew what I was doing. You know, right there you go, Cat H. Yep. So, and then you have the parents that have to do whatever they have to do to survive and feed the kids, right? My parent, unfortunately, was an alcoholic and spent my whole life in her bed. She was in bed my entire life, which made me the strong person I am today, you know? Yeah, hit the thumbs up, please. So, anyways, that's why Michael's case, Summer's case, the West Boys case just grips my heart. Like an immediate bond. Yeah. So justice will come for Michael. They need to find him. They need to find him. They need to find him. And I'm getting a vibe that there is people involved in a Vaughn. There's people that have covered up shit. There's people out there that should be charged with harboring a fugitive, is that what it is? Harboring interference in an investigation, harboring suspects. I guess that's what you call it. I don't know what you call it, but people that are on YouTube got themselves involved, involved with suspects in a case. Holy. So that's Michael's case. And the same shit's happened in Summer's case. Like the court cases, when it comes down to actual court for the trials, it's going to be difficult for these lawyers. And I feel bad for whoever's going to be the lawyers for these cases. Summer's case is worse than Michael's when it comes to internet interference. But, yeah. Some people are going to get in serious shit. And I hope they do. I hope they do. And I hope that it shows people maybe they shouldn't get involved with suspects or persons of interest in missing persons cases. Flat out. There's nothing like flat out screaming off the rooftops. Do not become friends or fall in love with somebody that is a person of interest in a missing persons case. You're asking to put your life in serious trouble when you do that. Unless there is a tactic behind all of it, where they're actually not in love with the person and that they're just doing it in hopes that one day they'll get them and then turn them in. Are these people that smart, or are they really just naive and just naive? Put 2 and 2 together here. Yeah, sweet soul. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. Your retired pediatric nurse, Kat H. Thank you for all of your service for the children, honey. Thank you very much. You lost your sister when you were 4? And where was she? What happened? Like, do you mean like lost, or? I'll never understand why people hurt children either. I don't know. I'll never understand. It seems like things in the world have gotten 10 times more gruesome than they were when we were younger. It seems like things have just gotten way worse than they were years and years and years. Though I think we had the same problem years and years ago. It's just nobody knew about it. There was no social media back then, and it wasn't talked about. And you don't talk about your neighbors, and you know how it was, right? Like, I remember as a child when there was times where somebody would have to call for an ambulance for somebody, and it would be, don't put the lights on because we don't want the neighbors to see. Remember? Don't put the lights on. I don't want the neighbors to know. Yeah. Hi, Olga. Good to see you. Yes. Yep. Yes, absolutely. Yes. 10-4, big 10-4 on that one. Yep. Yeah. I could say that 1,000 times. Yes. And it's getting stronger and stronger each day. Yep. Exactly, Silent One. Many exactly mountain folk that are not going to talk, they will never talk. Yeah. It's not just that one person, RJL. There's more to it. I believe that they are all working. They are all involved. The people from that area are all involved, in my opinion. And like in everything I've been reading, like they're all involved. They are all in so much trouble together. So I'm not, like I've said on one of my posts, I'm not on this Frenzies team. I don't give a shit. I'm not on an Andy team, and I'm not on a Fred Hill team. I don't give two shits. Because I believe they are all helping each other. They were all doing bad shit together. Yeah. And there's Summer's case, there's multiple situations that I believe we're dealing with here, like multiple criminal aspects that intertwine together over each other. You got the drug scene. You got the RSO scene. You got the twisted, strange religion scene. You got, and then like criminals. And before Summer went missing, I feel, in my opinion, that they were dealing with a combination of all three for a while before she went missing. I believe the drugs intertwined in with the RSOs, which intertwined with the church people as customers. Yeah, for a while. I'm getting it for a good, I keep wanting to say, a year and a half before she went missing. All of a sudden, shit just went really bad. Somehow, the activity just got way worse. Way, way worse. They realized, oh, we found people that were they found customers. Let's just put it that way. And it just got way worse. Way worse. The drug cooking and the drug dealing. Oh yeah, I just see it. I just see little rats running all around that holler, and they're all covering for each other. And it's not just Summer that was getting hurt by it, according to my readings. Not just Summer. Her brothers were just as bad, hurt just as bad. And then other young ones from the church. And possibly some neighbors, young ones too. Hurt big time. Big time. And if any of the parents are watching of those children, please do everything you can to get charges laid. If you think that your child has been hurt, then do something about it. If you suspect that somebody has done something nasty to your child, then do something about it. Report it. Report it. Report it. Don't ignore it. If your gut as a mother or a father is telling you something's wrong, then there probably is something wrong. And a good, well, I don't know. I don't even know the statistics on it, but let's just say a good majority of the time, it's not stranger danger. It's people that they know. Relatives, close family friends, church people. They're the ones that will be the criminals first. So if you suspect something's happened to your child, please go and report it. Please, please go get your child some help. Go get justice. If there's things that like if there's anyone from Ben Hill watching, if you have a child out there and you know something's happened to your child and you didn't report it, and it could be helpful in Summer's case, please call and report it. Get your child some help. Because it might help Summer also. I hope that makes sense. Me too, Susie W. Me too. Yes, Silent One. Yeah. Yeah. I could be wrong, but that's what all my readings have told me. See, my readings, for years, people have compared me to Donna. I am not any way comparable to Donna. And I'll say it flat out. I was here doing readings on Summer before anybody even knew Donna's name. Please understand that. I totally disagree with her readings. The child trafficking and the handoff and all that shit. I don't see it as complicated as that. I see it as a group of people amongst the parents doing really bad shit. There is trafficking, I guess you would say, sexual trafficking, prostitution, trafficking. that happened before she went missing, according to my readings. A possible at least one or two YouTubers over the years that I was getting as suspects too for that. Customers. I was even getting flat out like the concept of like a Craigslist advertisement going out somehow via social media for, I keep wanting to say, a good year to year and a half before she went missing. Things just went downhill real fast. Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm also getting that it seems like somebody's drug addiction hit a new level of bad. That's what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting they got addicted to something that was way worse than what they were doing before, and things just went straight downhill. So, you hear about all the other psychics out there and stuff. I'm not bashing them, except just that their readings were like, oh, she's on a ship across the ocean on the other side of the world. No, I'm not getting any of that. No, it's not that complicated. Flat out. Parents were involved with some nefarious activities and were involved with drug dealers and drug brewers, and there was a large drug debt. That part, I flat out, huge drug debt. But I'm not getting it was in Knoxville. For a while I thought I was, but no, it's not that complicated. Not that complicated. There is a head guy, though. There is a head drug guy, and I have a name. I believe I have a name. I have a name. I could be totally wrong, but I believe I have a name. There's a hierarchy here. So there's the big head guy, and that's what I'm getting. Flat out, Candace pissed them off. In my readings, according to me, in my opinion, all this stuff. This is not facts. This is not facts. It's just what I read and I have all this time. It's not facts. Please don't ever take whatever I'm saying as facts. She pissed somebody off. Big time. Over money. And I remember in the very beginning, I kept, say, the hunter at Warrior's Path and stuff, that did happen that day. And I was flat out hearing, I got the dope. I got the dope, man. I got the dope. I got the dope. She was so excited. She got the dope. She pissed somebody off big time. Big. That's what I'm getting. Flat out. Flat out. Summer's disappearance was, in my opinion, in my readings, etc., flat out due to money. It's either stolen drugs or stolen money. Either one. Drugs are worth money. That's what it's about. That's what I get. I don't get that she was... I actually not getting that she was sold for drugs. I'm getting she was flat out taken away from this world because of this, because Mommy Dearest pissed somebody off. That's what I'm getting. So somebody owed money and they couldn't pay the money, so they took her life. That's what I get. I don't see her being dragged all around all over the place. No, I don't see it. I just see a quick done. And I'm getting that I could be totally wrong, but I'm getting that Mummy Dearest was there when it happened. I believe they did it right in front of her as like warning, right? Warning, payment for whatever she's done. Yeah. And I firmly believe that she's also, both of them are being extra, extra tight lipped because if they say one thing, they'll come back and get them too. So that's the one thing I do agree with when Dawn says he had to get the boys out of there because it was dangerous. Hell yeah, it was dangerous. That is the one thing I agree with, that he had to get them out of there because he was in fear for their lives. That I totally understand. If there's anything he's ever done in his life that was possibly a good thing, that might have been it. But that's why there's so much hiding, so much deception, so much. Yeah, I'm getting that they'll come back and figure out what I'm saying. And then so I believe they took her life, and then now the parents and the other people involved, the other rats involved, are now spent this entire time covering up for each other because they're all involved when it comes to drugs and all the nefarious activities they were doing in that neighborhood. So they're all involved and they're all covering for each other. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, none of this is fact. This is my belief. This is my readings. This is my opinion. Please don't take what I'm saying as fact. Candace's sister, Rosemarie. Candace's sister, I believe, is gone. And I'm getting it is not the mom that did it. I'm getting it is her sister and her brother-in-law who has possibly done it to her. And there is a huge possibility, in my opinion, they will find her in Tennessee, close to Ben Hill. Yeah. Close to Ben Hill, let's just put it that way. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty, 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 nasty. There is a long, if I'm right, in my opinion, readings and whatever, if I'm right, I'm getting there's a long history here of very, very bad activities both the parents are involved in. And there's been nasty activities in multiple states that they've lived in over the years. There's like a circle of doom that travels around these people. I see like a black cloud circling around no matter wherever they are. And they're just dragging bad shit, bad all over the states, everywhere they go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did, Bexy. That's right. Well, I don't know if I ever told you. Well, I think I told you guys. Some of you guys know. My daughter, Des, if you're watching, don't say a word. My daughter went to school with Rose Bly's daughter. No. Might have actually been Candace's daughter. Or Larson's daughter. So I don't know exactly whose daughter she was. I don't think it wasn't Rosemary's daughter. Could have been Candace's. I don't know though. But I don't think so. I think it was on Chris's side. But I remember when this girl came to town, it was telling us all about how her aunt had gone missing. Her auntie had gone missing, and nobody could find her auntie. And yeah. Unfortunately, we never learned anything out from it or anything, and at the time I had no idea about this case. This was 25 years ago. Or whatever, 20 years ago or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I believe Rose is unfortunately fell victim to the hands of her sister, for sure, and her brother-in-law. And I firmly feel, and I've had locations. I still have a location, but of course, there's nothing I can do about it. But Ben Hill. There's an area, there's one of my readings, I guess some of you will know what I'm talking about. One of my readings I got for summer, at least my intention was summer. My intentions when I was doing it was summer. I was getting a dark hole, a dark hole in the ground, a dark pit. I actually have always visioned like an old well, something that's abandoned, buried, like old. Nobody knows it's there unless you're like the landowner and you know it's there. There's a chain hanging down. And dark, and that's where I keep hearing the let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. And I believe that possibly they both might be there together with multiple other infants, newborn infants. So somebody's dumping spot, flat out. Somebody's dumping ground. And that, like, when it comes to that, I'm getting that, like, Don might not even know. He might not have any idea. Might not have a clue where it is or anything. I'm getting Mommy Dearest's really dark, deep, bad, sick, demented side. Mm-hmm. It's, yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions, I guess? You guys know what I'm talking about. Most of you know. Caverns that are called potholes that were created by the glaciers, yeah. Use these areas for hidden band pictures. Yeah. I don't know if there is in Tennessee, though. I know there's a lot of mine shafts in Tennessee. There was a lot of mining back then. Years and years ago. There's lots of mine shafts. But I don't think it's that deep, like that big of a thing. And there's some land on in that holler, let's put it that way. And out of 4 properties, I get 4 that absolutely need to be ripped to shreds. Totally. Yeah. There, Sherry, yes, there's I'm getting there is stuff on their land. Yes, there is possibly at 110 a YouTuber out there somewhere. I can't remember the lady's name. I'm sorry, I can't remember this lady's name. Anyway, she did phenomenal work a few years ago and found all the land records for 110. And there is multiple wells on 110. And there is multiple septic tanks on 110. Old septic tanks, old wells. 3, I don't know, I might have the numbers reversed. It's either 4 wells and 3 septic tanks or reversed. 4 septic tanks, 3 wells. I don't remember the numbers. I can't remember the lady's name. If you find her channel, sorry, I can't remember her name. Her channel's excellent. She did really good work. She pulled all the county records for the land. Anyways, yeah, so that's why people are always like, oh, well shafts are only 4 inches or 6 inches or whatever. No shit, I know that. But there is also old wells and old tanks, septic tanks. That's what I'm getting. At the end of Beach Creek, yeah. Yeah. Yes, Tyler. Yeah. I see what you're talking. I know what you're talking about, Silent. Careful what we're saying on here, okay? Anyways, that's what I'm picking up on. I've been getting all this time. But I also get she's been moved several times, and I'm getting that there is multiple locations, and please figure out what I'm saying here. Why would there be multiple? Don't type it in the chat. There's multiple locations. Okay? Figure it out. They've had to do what they've had to do to hide things, right? And all this time they've had time to do it. They've had time to keep shuffling things around, keep hiding things. It's infuriating. So anyways, yeah, the dark, deep hole. I just see a deep pit. Possibly full of car parts. At one point, remember I told you guys this. I went on Jody Sue's channel and I was asking her, I was frantic actually at that time. I was like, where is there an auto recycler? Where is there an auto recycler? Like, I didn't know the area that well. I was looking for a wrecking yard. And of course, she wouldn't answer me. Well, Fred Hills was a fucking wrecking yard. Fred Hills. Andy has quite a bit of auto parts laying around too. Don Wells has some, and who knows how many other neighbors do. But for the longest time, I was getting this hole has car parts in it as well. Yeah. all thrown in the big heap. Hi, Donna. Good to see you, honey. Catching up on high speed. Okay, catch up later. Sounds good, hon. So, yeah. Bunker, Don's mom, that we don't know. Nobody knows for sure. Like I don't think she had a bunker underground, but I don't know. But you know that second shed that's there, that gray shed that's up by the house up there? Apparently, from what I've heard, there's like a storage area underneath it where she used to store her dry foods and whatnot. Food storage, cold food storage. So I don't know. But as far as like a bunker, I don't know. I don't think so. But of cold storage, yes. That's what the rumor is. None of us really know none of us know if it's fact. So also I also was getting for the longest time, you guys know this, is under the other shed, the little shed by the house that Chris McDonough wasn't allowed to go in. Getting water pipes down under there somewhere. Possibly an issue. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I've always been stunned that they don't turn on one another. Well, in the beginning, they were kind of turning on each other. At least Dawn and Candace were. Yeah, they were in the beginning. They were always drunk and fighting, and I mean, they probably still are. But there was a few times where you're on YouTube and they're both just being totally rude to each other. Remember one time, remember that one live stream? I don't know, Dawn was on phone call or something with Cher, maybe? I don't remember who. But it was the 7 Alibis one. Remember Dawn was screaming. Candace was screaming in the very beginning. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. She's probably scared of her own daughter. Wouldn't surprise me. That's one thing I never got Grandis. I never got, like, when it comes to Summer's, like, disappearance, I never got Grandis as guilty with that. But I do get Grandis knew of the nefarious activities happening around the place and what was happening to Summer ahead of time. But as far as the actual disappearance, I'm not getting she's involved. I could be wrong, but yeah. Hi, Liz. Hi, hon. Good to see you. Please hit the thumbs up button for me, everybody. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So all of this time, like over the years, I've been trying to track down these names, right? I have names, and the last 4 years I've been trying to match the last names to the names. And I've got, I would say, 35% of the last name so far. There's still a lot where I don't know who the last names are, what the last name is of each person, but there is something that I am going to ask for if anybody's watching this. Anybody that's been on watching Summer's case since day one, there was a video out there in the very early days, I would say the first couple of weeks or so, maybe first month, where Candace went to a man's house. And it's a video, and it's mostly just an audio video. of her yelling at a man about sleeping with her daughter and her mother. Anybody, if you've been around a long time, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Candace was yelling at a man and she was threatening to kill him about sleeping with her daughter and her mother. I do not remember the channel that had it. It was years ago. Somebody out there, if somebody out there knows where it is or has it, please send it to me. I need to look at that again. None of us knew at the time who she was talking to, but I have a feeling we might know now. So we'll see. And people have forgotten about it. Yeah. And that the person supposedly had a crush on Brandis or something. It was a man. Maybe, Krista, I'm not sure. But I'm starting to think that maybe. So I think if we could listen to it and then compare the voice. Again, though, I'm getting it's just a customer. It was another nefarious, it was just a customer. But I've been looking for that for a while and I can't remember who had it. Yeah. I might even have it on my channel too. I don't know. So anyways, yeah. So that's that. Don't believe everything you're hearing out there. Like, oh my God. Put two and two together, please. There's people out there on YouTube throwing names around. They're picking anybody that lives on Ben Hill Road or wherever. Don't believe everything you're hearing. They're throwing names around for a reason. I can, Krista. I have not done it in a long time. The guy who lived with Candace while Dawn. No, not Jose. No. It's not Jose, Liz. This was a man. He sounded older. An older man from the neighborhood. That's all I know. None of us ever knew who it was. And I don't think it was Jackie Dobbs. So I just want, if somebody has it, I want to hear it. I want to listen to it. You don't have a dark cloud over you, Susie. You're good, girl. You're good. That's that. So there's our little discussion about Summer Willows. We've not done this in a long, long time. If you help me channel, I can help you. I'll try. I have not tried that. Well, at least Rosemary. I've not tried for a few years at least. I'll try and do it this week when I get the chance. Oh, I see. It's just a matter of trial and error, Krista. Just keep doing your meditation, and there is no technique or nothing. It'll just come to you. It'll just happen. It'll just start happening for you. Keep meditating. It will all of a sudden just start to work for you when it's time. At least that's from experience with me. I believe I had to get to a certain stage in my spiritual journey, I guess you would call it, over my lifetime. Meditation. I've been doing meditation since the year 2000, so 25 years of it. I don't know, but yeah, I'll try to help you. Try to give you a bit of guidance. All right, guys. Well, on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. It's Friday night. Go spend some time with my man. So please don't believe everything you're hearing out there. Like everything I said tonight about, summer and all that, that's my readings. That's my personal opinion. None of it is considered fact. Please don't go running with it like as if it's facts. It's not. It's my readings. And you can't take my readings as fact. Hope that makes sense. I just wish that people that are in the, I just wish certain mediums or whatever out there would just conduct themselves a little bit better, please. More professionally, please. Because you get people out there, they'll believe anything you say. All right, guys. Okay, love ya. Have a good weekend. I'm going to go have some fun with my honey. I love you all. Take care. Bye.